Okay, so today's lesson is area of composite figures. So you're going to fill in this area here by saying a composite, figure is made up of two or more shapes. We can find the area of a composite figure by adding or subtracting the area of each shape. There's different times when you do that. When you're combining areas, you would add. When you're taking a part out, you would subtract. We're going to skip this part here and we're going to come right down here. Now, this is going to be example 1. This is going to be example 2, and you are going to write an example 3 right directly in the center. So we're going to draw ourselves a really nice looking rectangle, and then we're going to draw a rectangle right directly in the center. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to actually, that looks like, I'm going to move that to another spot, and I'm going to say example 3, and I'll draw an arrow so that I know. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to just shade in this outside area. Inside one square, but outside the other. Okay? Now, the base of this figure is 8 and the height is 4. The base of this figure is 6 and the height is 2. So now I have 3 different examples. Now I'm going to find the area of these composite figures. Composite figures just means it's composed of 2 different shapes. So now I'm going to take a look at example 1. Now if I do not have this packet, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw this T-chart so that I can fill in all of this, because this helps us figure things out. And when you take your quiz tomorrow, it's going to rock. You're going to do great. So I'm going to take my straight edge, whatever straight edge you have, and I'm going to draw from vertex to vertex. Why? Because now I have 2 shapes. And I'm going to label this one as shape 1 and this one as shape 2. Now I can fill that in because it says, what's the name of shape 1? It's a triangle, and I'm going to just write tri. And what's the shape of 2? It's a rectangle, and I'm going to just write rec, because I know what that means. Yes, you write this in your notes, Laura. Absolutely. So what is the formula for a triangle? Gee, I don't know. I don't know where to look for that information either. Yes, you do, because your area of a triangle is right here. Boom. Area equals base times height divided by 2. What's the area of a rectangle? Well, I know 2 triangles make up a rectangle, so area of a rectangle is just base times height. I don't need to divide it by 2. But now I need to plug in values. So area equals, what's my base of the triangle? Oh, I got to do a little bit of thinking. Well, if this is 9 feet, then this must be 9 feet. Can that be my base? Wait, let me double check. I have to find my height. Well, my height makes a right angle. Well, if I drew a dotted line from this vertex down, do I make a right angle? I totally do. So yes, that is my base. So I'm going to write 9. Now I need to multiply it by the height. But I don't have a number here. But wait, this is 8 feet between here and here. Between here and here is 12 feet. Can I find how much length this is? Yes. I can subtract 12 and 8 and I get 4. So was I able to find my height? Absolutely. My height is 4 feet. So now I'm going to multiply by 4 and divide by 2. What is 9 times 4? You can type it in the chat if you need to. Anybody? Anybody? Thank you. 36, and then I divide it by 2. What's 36 divided by 2? When you do the hard work, you end up with 18. Okay, so that's the area of my triangle, but I'm not done because now I need to find the area of my rectangle. Well, here's my base and here's my height. So area equals 9 times 8. What does my area equal? What is 9 times 8? Area of a rectangle is pretty easy. Go ahead and type it in as soon as you know. Excellent, Aiden. Now here's where I have to figure out how do I do this? Well, I took 2 areas and I combined them. So I have to add these 2. What's the total area? Type it in the chat when you're ready. Excellent. And don't forget to put feet squared. So here, we're going to go over here and take a look at the next one. Example 2. I'm going to leave example 3 for the end. That's a funky looking shape. But you know what? Look at what they did here. They drew this dotted line, which was really nice of them. Like I didn't know that I had to connect vertices to vertices. So now I can do that. Guess what? Again, I have shape 1, shape 2. Shape 1 again is a triangle. Shape 2 again. Sure, I can draw a shape for that. My formula does not change. And is it important to always write your formula? Yes, it's important to always write your formula. Thank you, Layla, for letting Rob know. That's excellent. So now I'm going to plug in my values. All right, so area equals my base, my height for my rectangle. If this is my base here, then I know that my base, because rectangles can have base 1, base 2, if you recall. So we have 15, and this is very nice. They gave me the height. They didn't make me try to figure it out like we did over here with taking this full, subtracting this part to get 4. I hope that answered your question, Rob, as well as Layla. And we say 15 times 5, and again, we divide it by 2. 15 times 5, I'm going to do the hard work. What is 15 times 5? Type it in the chat when you get it. Right, so it's not complete though, because it's 75 divided by 2. So if you're struggling with 15 times 5, you guys better start practicing. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 plus 2, 75. But I still have to divide by 2. 2 goes into 7. 2 goes into 15, 7 times. Now I end up with a remainder. So the area is 37 and a half. I'm going to leave it like that. Thanks, Paige. Good. I'm glad you put it in decimal because you can either do either or. We do not have a decimal, nor do we have a fraction. but I'm hoping, well, I already know. I know that the area of my rectangle is going to be a whole number, so I can just add a whole number and this, and it won't be difficult to find the total area. So base times height, this time is 15 times 9. So what does the area of the rectangle equal? When you know what 15 times 9 is, type it in. And then we'll double check. Let's see, you guys. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 1 plus 4, it is. So we have 135. And because I have two shapes that are composed, they're like added together, I would add these together. And I would end up with 1/2. Remember that. And then it would be, what is that? 135 plus 37. Looks like it would be 172 half and a half meters squared. Does that look right to you guys? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Now we're getting to this one. Now remember what I said. These two were adding. Well, look at this one. Why? I'm going to tell you that we are going to subtract. Why? Because we're going to find the area of the shaded. So if I find the whole area, then I find this area, I can subtract them. So I have figure 1 and I have figure 2. So 1, what is the formula? What is the formula for 2? They're both rectangles. That makes life easy. So now I'm going to plug in for 1. 1 is my big one. The base is 8. The height is 4. So the area is 32. Again, area equals. So now I'm going to go to figure 2, which is the small one. The base is 6. The height is 2. What is the area of the figure, friends? Type it in the chat when you're able to. Anybody? Okay, so Laura, this is for figure 1, the shaded, the big rectangle. It's 32. And thank you for answering. I'm so glad somebody answered. For figure 2, it's the smaller rectangle. That area is 2, and I said you have to subtract those. So if I subtract 12 from 32, what do I end up with? That's okay. I'm so glad somebody answered, for crying out loud. I'd end up with 20, and I'll say units squared. Okay, so that is the lesson in a nutshell.